Off week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Come on, set!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Niners in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Come on. Hey, Reno.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. And some room to work. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers...
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
close. 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. The quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets are back within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Jets 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, 49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there on a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League.
Ready up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Go set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Kittle going across the field. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. Blue striker.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the option. Running right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17. Harrison Butker is at the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On the move past the 40. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Right back to him on first down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. He has been terrific today, hasn't he? Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
52. Long red.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption.